Alright, for my loyal viewers, back on February 18th I made a video on making up a test coupon, and I promised you that we would do a 3G test. Well, it's taken me a while to get around to it, but this is going to be that video of the test. So there's my coupon fitted up in the tree, and here we go. We're getting ready to strike. A couple of false starts going on there. But we're starting down on the tab. We want to get the rod nice and hot. Okay, as we come in here, there's a very little manipulation left to right. It's almost a stringer. This is a 3/32 7018. Want to make sure that we're tying into the sides and tying into the bottom plate a nice slow Z-weave. Alright, we're going to cut away here to the close-up. Now you can see where I'm coming in here on the tab. Want to make sure I tie in those corners real good. Now this is zoomed in a couple times, so there's a lot more movement in this than there actually is. I mean, we're talking maybe 3/16 of side-to-side movement here. You want to make sure you hold long enough on those toes that you're tying into the edges and also tying into that backing plate. Because when this thing gets bent, anything that's not tied in is going to be a problem. Alright, you can see again there's a little bit of hand manipulation going on there. Just a little bit of side to side. You want to make sure that you are absolutely square to the plate and with either a 90-degree or a very, very slight push angle. If you have too much push angle, what's going to happen is your rod's going to fingernail. More metal is going to come off the bottom of the rod than the top of the rod, and things are not going to go very well for you. Now again, this is still the root pass. That's the end of that one. Here we are at the close-up again, and you can see I'm still going side to side, tying them in and quickly popping across the middle. That's the important thing. The middle is going to take care of itself. You've just got to tie in those edges and make sure that everything is locked down and together. Alright, here we go. We're getting ready for the second pass, what some call the hot pass. Getting my gear on. Now this is also going to be with 3/32 7018 electrode, running at about 85 amps here. And there's going to be just a little more manipulation this time. But again, you see I'm tying those corners in. I'm going outside the bevel on the edges here, just on that tab to get those corners tied in. It's really important. Now once we're in here, I'm bouncing back and forth from the edge to feather edge to feather edge. I'm spending my time on the feather edges, nothing in the middle. You can see how quickly I'm moving across the middle. The middle will take care of itself. Here's another view of the same thing. This one shows you more of the hand manipulation of what's going on. This is also the second pass. And you see how I don't dawdle across the middle. Snap, snap, snap. Here we are back to the close-up. See, snap, snap, snap. Tie in those corners fast across the middle, so that you get a nice flat puddle. We don't want any buildup in the middle. We want all of our deposited metal to be on those feather edges, on those bevels. That's the key to tying everything together here. Again, here's a little more of the hand manipulation. You can see what's going on with the snap, snap, snap. Hold the toes, snap across the middle. And it only takes a second to tie in those toes, but if you don't hold long enough, well, then you're going to get undercut, you're going to get slag inclusion, and things are going to go badly. So here we are getting towards the end of this rod in the second hot pass here. Alright, we are on to the cover pass now. 1/8 7018, I'm running at about 115 amps. Again, what we're doing here is going from bevel edge to bevel edge. We don't want to be more than a 1/16 of an inch over We don't want to be more than a 1/16 of an inch above. So you can see that stick manipulation. We're moving probably 3/4 of an inch from side to side. But we're not staying any time in the middle. Hit the edges, then jump across the middle. Tie those edges together, jump across the middle. That's all it's about. A nice, even weave pattern. Tying them edges in with no undercut. Trying to keep everything nice and flat, nice and even. Here we go with another view. I think this is from the pass right before the cover here. Again, you can see how I'm always hitting them corners, getting those corners tied in really good there. And you can see we're jumping across, side to side, side to side. Hold the corners, jump across the middle. Alright, there's what it looks like all cut up. Before you internet CWIs get in there, remember I'm no pro. Here's a look at the ends. You can see we have some serious solid weld. There's a couple tiny defects in there, but those are small enough that they are not going to cause any problems whatsoever. And this is what you want to see in your weld. Solid metal from top to bottom. Everything tied together. Thanks for watching Adventures in Welding. I'm Paul, and I'll see you next time.